y'all, and we are live. I got another one for you. Women are upset. You know what I'm saying? Leftover women are upset that men are no longer interested in marriage and aren't getting married and probably will never do it again. Anyway, let's get right into it. You guys smash that like button. Let's do this right. Come on.
Able to essentially provide for me the way that my father has.
So why are so many women leaving their marriages?
Men do not like women who are more successful than them.
70% of divorces are initiated by women.
Marriage vows needs to change. For better or worse means nothing anymore. Kindly subscribe to the channel, as it is our sole form of support.
Make sure
Thank you.
Subscribe.
Really, there are not enough wives to go around. There are not enough wives to go around for the average man. There are more OnlyFans workers, sex workers, and cam models than there are teachers in this country under the age of 35. And when we look at the average woman, 1 out of 3 has had an abortion, 1 out of 4 has had an STD, and 90% have been on birth control at some point in their lives. I would argue that it is not always in men's best interest to get married. Imagine, okay, you had to sign, you got a contract. And this contract says that your partner has all of the leverage. And this contract says your business partner is paid to leave you. Wow. Yes, they're paid to break this contract. And this business partner will be rewarded for ruining your life financially and emotionally.
Facts.
If we take the religion out of it, because the facts don't care about your religion, I'm sorry, I'm a Catholic, but we have to be honest here. You would never sign that contract. But the truth of the matter is, until child custody laws change, you will not see women act different.
I agree. Marriage is the worst investment a man could make. It's the best investment a woman can make. It's funny I can't find any woman here defending what she's saying.
Here are the top 5 reasons you should consider adding a tumbler rolling sharpener to your kitchen tools. Unlike other sharpeners that...
By the way, this is very, very true. Exactly. No real benefit for the man. Yeah, I learned the hard way. Also, never again. Like ever. I'm 32, single father. I put myself out on the dating scene first time in 3 years and instantly regretted it. I'll be dying alone. One and done. Finding solitude to be so peaceful and my bank account growing exponentially. This is the reason I married a lady from the Philippines. What the men are competing for today are a bunch of OnlyFans workers who wants wifey treatment after giving a first-class view to the world of what their insides look like. For the men that are serious about marriage, they have to look elsewhere to find these women that are qualified to be wives. Marriage isn't in a man's best interest at all. It's all a business for the woman and the government.
For a lot of history, women got a bad rap. They didn't have a voice. They had no much authority. And here's what we always do. The pendulum swings too far. And so now guys don't want to get married. And why would they want to do that? Why would they want to step up and be a man and have a family when they're going to work hard and you can leave him and he loses half of everything he has because of what you did? That's our culture.
Right.
A 99-year-old man just divorced his wife of 77 years because of infidelity.
I love this story, but you know what I'm saying? Look, it's always like this. Women can just, get a starter husband, say they've been there, done that. It's an investment for them as well. If they get the right husband and divorce you, man, they just came up. They just got half of everything, money, and now they can do what they want, and they were with you. Maybe you were dumb enough to have kids with her. So now she has your seed. She has some children that look just like you. She done took your DNA. She done took half of what you have. That's what these dudes be like. They be just giving, because a child, this is why I fought for custody of my kid. That's a mini you. That kid is like, that's all your DNA and all your information passed on, your legacy. And, you want to be involved in your child's life. And this woman just takes your DNA. That's what women do. They look over guys and see which guys have the best DNA so they can take it. They can take it, you know what I'm saying, and have a child of their own that looks just like you. That's why you got to be super selective. If you're thinking this way, you won't be just sleeping with every woman that comes your way. Maybe like, this woman wants my DNA. She wants my prime DNA. If things go wrong, the condom break or whatever, you know, my ass is grass. You got to start thinking this kind of way, man. It's not worth it. The juice isn't worth the squeeze.
Exchange between his wife and former lover in an old chest drawer days before Christmas. When he confronted his 96-year-old wife, she admitted to the affair that happened 6 decades ago. Despite her best efforts to convince the husband to stick with their marriage, Antonio proceeded with the paperwork. Once finalized, they will become the oldest divorcees on record. What would you do in this situation?
Divorce her.
She kept the letters, which means she is still in love with the ex-lover.
She kept the letters.
The husband did the right thing. After all the years, the betrayal would feel even worse. I would do the same. Focus on yourself. I'd divorce.
Gentlemen, she was going to take it to the grave. And she was going to keep memorabilia. So she can keep, she keeps it so she can relive those memories in her old ass brain. Her night with Chad needs to be remembered while she's with the man taking care of her. So she keeps this stuff to keep her old brain able to go back and relive the man. He did the right thing. You know, somebody let that king know he dropped his crown. Let's keep it going.
Divorce her too. He's got proof of one affair. Who's to say they weren't others that she hid better? Nah. Bye-bye. I tell my woman if she plays me today, and I find out 20 years from now, I'm leaving like it was yesterday.
I'm telling you, man, an old 304 is still a hoe.
Good for him.
You spent 5 years in prison for failing to pay child support for the defendant, Ms. Sears' son, Dylan.
That's right.
Mr. Manser, you are not.
Oh, man. Anyway, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. Oh, man, these are, man, it hurts me hearing these, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Went to jail, man. Come, and they don't care. That's why I'm telling you, like, a woman's power over you is only mental manipulation, playing with your heart. They can't do nothing else. And they do this because a lot of them are traumatized, and because of their traumatic childhoods and their exes, they feel powerless. They feel like you could traumatize them mentally, and you can traumatize them physically. So they feel vulnerable and weak. So they want to try to have a leg up on you no matter what. So, you know, if you think like this, man, it'll help you avoid getting too, because we're letting our guard down too much. Gotta stop letting our guard down too much, man. We're getting nothing out of these deals in America. We need to look at things like a business. They're looking at like a business anyway. And we need to truck it overseas where we get more bang for our buck. 3 times the bang for our buck, to be matter of fact. What's that? Anyway, 3 times the bang for our buck, to be exact. You know what I'm saying?
God.
His father.
Oh, man. Hi, dear Chris.
Do you know?
Yes, ma'am.
You know who his father is?
Yes, I talk to him still.
That woman should be made to pay him, and at the same time go to jail and do time for the 5 years of his life that he missed out on. I really wonder how this woman slept at night for 5 years, knowing this man wasn't the father of the child.
She slept like a baby.
This is why a paternity test is mandatory. This is really brutal. This woman pinned the responsibility on this man because the real father did not want to deal with it. How disgusting.
So
just so my friends are clear, I have officially reached the age where I will return your 10:30 p.m. text at 6:05 tomorrow morning.
Most of the time, men don't end up marrying the woman they love because they might not feel respected with her, and they end up leaving and marrying a woman they feel respects them more, giving up on all the love they have for the other woman. Why? Because for a man, respect beats love. For a woman, love beats everything, and she will end up taking the person she loves over anything and anyone.
Yeah, well, the problem with love and just love when it comes to men, a woman can love you and leave you. A woman will love you and cheat on you and cry later. You know what I'm saying? A woman will leave you and have love for you for the rest of her life. I'll take the respect. I don't care what women say. You know, babble all you want. I'll take the respect.
70% of divorces are initiated by women. Moreover, 90% of divorces.
Dr. Wendy Walsh here. I'm a psychology professor and an author, and I've been writing about the science of love for a few decades. This influencer is absolutely correct in the 2 reasons that she provided of why women are more likely to file for divorce than men. But there's one other reason that she doesn't know about, and it's that women now want more emotional investment from men in their relationships. And if they're not getting that emotion from men, they have their own paychecks now, so they leave.
Guys don't get married.
Yeah, I believe that to be also true. Women will take security over love. I don't know what she got this love thing from, right? Like, I don't think women move in any kind of way for love, in whatever emotional moment it is, and they'll definitely use hypergamy. Absolutely.
Married, and you won't get divorced. Happy life. And as soon as he shows emotion, she becomes disinterested. And they will keep chasing perfection that doesn't exist and end up miserable. No man is perfect, but they expect it. Else, he didn't deserve you. I used to think that if I ever get married, my future husband will divorce me because of my career. Now I'm the one who gonna file, 'cause I deserve better. Yeah, it was the opposite in my marriage. I was the one who asked for emotional and spiritual connection, shared how I felt easily. She did not like it. Crazy how I see men giving their all in the relationship only to get a little back, then told they didn't do enough for her. This is incorrect. Women aren't looking for emotional support. They're just bored and looking for something new. When a man shows his emotions and opens up about himself, the woman loses interest and finds that man to be weak and pathetic. The crazier thing is, all of those things become ammunition that the woman can use against him in later arguments. These women can have a man that checks all their boxes, but they will always wonder about the next man. There's no perfection.
You gotta remember this. Faith Evans, a singer, Faith Evans said recently that she had so much penis, you know, in her younger years, that don't do anything for her. You know, like you gotta see, like they're just out here for the thrill of whatever they can get with whatever they have left. And most of the excitement that they had, they've already had it, you know, in these experiences early in life. So, you know, what can you, that's why I'm saying, like, if you haven't had a woman that's rational and kept her legs closed, man, if you, most of these modern women, they're calling it liberation, but it's really just collecting bodies, man. You gotta be careful.
In relationships or marriages, the perfection they're looking for only exists in their minds.
So sometimes guys say this is why fewer and fewer guys are getting married. Also, fewer and fewer women are getting married. There's fewer and fewer marriages. People not getting married when they don't really want to is great. That would be fewer divorces.
That being said,
all right, this woman she's extremely aged. Definitely leftovers here. Women are not setting trends on anything. I don't know why they keep saying this. Men are not getting married. Men are not dating. Men are going celibate. Once we do something, then they flip the role just to control the narrative on the media and try to say they're doing it while simultaneously complaining about men not wanting nothing to do with them while we don't care what they do. We don't care what they do. So it doesn't make any sense. But again, the American woman ego, it has no bounds. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
The percentage of males that's never been married before, as compared to women, is lower, which is from 18 to 80, and women are marrying the same guys over time.
There are a lot of reasons why women leave marriages, and 70 to 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. And we come under a lot of fire for that, and a lot of people have opinions about that. But I want to know from you, if you have left a marriage, I want to know what your big reason was. Or if you're considering leaving your marriage, tell me what your reasons are. I think we need to hear the truth and the reality of why women leave their marriage. Let me know in the comments what your big reason is.
Are 80% of divorces initiated by women? Actually, the number is more like 70%.
That's
and
still
guess
too
what?
high.
That statistic comes from an old study. This study was conducted between 2009 and 2015 on only 2,500 couples who divorced. But there are over 700,000 divorces filed every year in the United States. So if you're using this statistic in an argument about divorce, it's outdated and irrelevant.
You sound like the...
Okay, you see what she looked like. You can tell why she's bitter, and you know she's not attractive. So who cares what she thinks? I mean, it's woman disturbing. Why is she even talking? Like, it's crazy how these unattractive women keep talking. Anyway, you guys, smash that like button. You know, go ahead and drop a comment. Am I wrong? Am I right? Should unattractive people, especially women that are past the wall, be able to speak as if there's someone that's on the market that men want? I don't think I'm wrong about that. And men aren't getting married anymore, and there's plenty of reason why. Everything is leveraged in women's favor. It's a dumb contract, and we have to be smarter about the contracts that we get into. Anyway, love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.